Going on, Martin? Good morning, Birdie. We lit. We lit. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Personally, I haven't even looked at it yet. I just did. I'm gonna be going live a little bit later because, like I said, December, and it's just we're not gonna be. I'm not gonna be trading before 9 o'clock, regardless. So it just makes more sense not to even allow myself to look at price to even allow myself to think, oh, this is a good opportunity. So the later I get on the charts, the better. It's Friday. It's December. A lot of reason, you know. I'm telling you, kind of. Some you got it's a little bit less because the holidays, but like I said, I'm telling you, December, bro. That's why I said you got to keep on practicing for that 10%. Like me personally, I would try to get that 10% at least one more time, personally, before the year's over. But and honestly, I even forgot to tell you, you could buy the challenge now for cheaper because it's on sale. Hold on, I think it still is on sale. Let me check real quick. It's like a holiday sale. I'm not sure when it's over though. That's the only thing. Yeah. The challenge. Let's see. 100K. Yes, 10% off. It will be 550 instead of 609. Okay. But if you get to 200K, it'll be a little bit more. Even for you, like I said, if I would have known you would have been doing the 200K challenge, you should have started off with a 200K account because I know it probably fucked you up a little bit switching. What's going on, Divvy? I'm gonna go. I didn't even realize I was joining. Good morning, Bruce. About to get to it. Nah, same thing I told Martin. Usually I like to get going to live around 8:30, but like I said, it's December. The market's not always it's not gonna be the same this month, and we've seen that thus far. So I'm gonna be going live around 8:50, 9 o'clock, just so we on here for a good hour. But the majority of the time that we're on here, we'll be looking to take trades, and we won't just be sitting here like get chopped up. Yeah, we ain't about to do that. No sir. Let's get right on into it. So as of right now, the previous day's high has already been taken out. So already based off that, I'm either going to be looking for a continuation move. That's something I could possibly be looking at because price is already showing the willingness to want to trade higher. So now I'm going to mark up the Asian session also. So right here, got that marked up. So now that we have that, let's mark up this 12 a.m. open. Yeah, it looks like today, if we do get into any buys, it probably wouldn't be as high probability as I would like, just as the simple fact that the best probability trades to buy are below the 12 a.m. open. But in this case, you can see that that's a significantly far away from where we are now. It's about 220 points. So more than likely, that's not a confirmation that we're going to be having today if we do look for a continuation move. But as of right now, price is trading higher. It's trading very high. If we go to the 4-hour time frame, we're starting to trade higher than everything. Everything is extremely overbought, but we won't let that scare us. So we're gonna see how price reacts in this specific areas at now. We're gonna see if it's gonna reject or it's gonna continue to move lower, and then from there we could possibly look for possible moves off of this breaker block right here, this last up candle before this down move. And this area in price is 35,820. 35,820 is right in this area here. Now we also got to pay attention to when the lows were made, because if you understand the setups that we look for, when we're looking for a London continuation move, we're ideally looking for the low or the high of the day to be made during the London session. So if now that we're looking, we can see right now that the low of the day wasn't made during London session, but price has been moving up all London sessions. So something we can still anticipate is a possible retracement to continue price going higher. So that's something we're going to be looking for today. We also got to keep in mind that we are coming up to this 36,000 level also. So we could be expecting potential reversal setups also. So that's something to keep in mind. But right now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for price to create a form of resistance so that I can pull my fib from this low down here of the start of the move and anticipate where price could likely have a retracement to. Because ideally, if I'm looking to get into a long trade, I'm going to be looking to get in either at the Asian session high or the 50%, ideally, because all we look to do on continuation days is all we're looking to do is basically catch the pullback to continue price higher. It's as simple as that. Like, if you take everything that we're looking for, all the characteristics, all the confirmations, we're simply either looking for a reversal or simply looking to catch a retracement to see that move continue. That's in the simplest terms. But then when you get more in depth into it, talking about, oh, time of day, what characteristics to look for, where price is, what time did it move, when was the low or the high made, those are all things that get in mind. But as of right now, something I could be potentially looking for is at 9:30 or maybe even sooner, price could have a push to 36,000. So a willingness to want to go lower by showing a form of a possible, maybe a bearish engulfing candle. Maybe we see something where price has a big spike up, leaves a wick, and it comes right back down immediately. That's something we can also look for. So we could easily be looking to possibly short priced and take profit at these areas where we would potentially be looking to go long. So that's something that could also happen. Simply, if I were to pull my fib now from this low to this high right up here, just like this, you see the 38.20% levels at the previous day's high. So that's potentially something that could also happen. And the 62% is right at the Asian session high. So we already know that there's potentially two different areas where price could have a retracement and continue going higher, or it can come even lower, keep going higher. So in my opinion, what I would personally want to do is I would rather be able to try to catch the short into these areas. So if it comes here, I could take some profits off. And if I come back up and get stopped out, I'm in and out already. Or if price continues to go lower, I will be in a great trade at that point. I could break even and let the rest run in case price does continue to drop even lower. But that's something that we might not see. So now we're going to go to the daily time frame. Everything's extremely bullish, as you can see. Like, no doubt in my mind, we're bullish for breaking daily highs, everything. But now we just have to wait for potential pullback. So where we have a pullback, look at the previous day's high right here. Where's this price at? 35,860, which is right here, 35,860. So what we could potentially look to see happen is price have this pullback right here to this area to fill in this fair value gap in between these two candles to then possibly continue going higher. And it's just a strong continuation move to end the week. That's something that can really happen. There's a lot of confirmation here, 34 to 32%. We have the previous day's high, and that's a fair value gap on the daily time frame in which price can come down, start to fill in before going higher. So that's something we could potentially be looking to see happen. And if you pull the fib from that low of that day, this high up here, that 38.2% still in this general area. So these are all things we're going to be keeping in mind. If you come to the weekly time frame, we are coming into this weekly order block right here after having a strong bullish week. So there's a lot of reason to believe price to possibly have some sort of retracement before going higher. So that's all we're going to be looking to do. And now if you pay attention to what time it is, it's around 9 o'clock. So everything that we know what we want to see now. Personally, what do you think is going to happen, Martin? Do you think price is going to come to 30.20%, have a continuation, just a strong trending day, and keep on going? Or do you think it's going to have a deeper retracement to then keep going? Yeah, honestly. But yeah, so we already know we had the Asian session marked out, the previous day's low, the previous day's high. And we already know that since we broke the previous day's high, more than likely price is going to try to continue to go higher. So that's already confirmation as is, because like I said, the reason we trade New York session is because New York session would tell us where price likes to go to. There is a chance price could have a reversal. Why? Because it is creating the high today during New York session. It could tap into 36,000 before trading all the way lower, clearing all its liquidity. But now you got to keep in mind the higher time frame. Why would it likely do that? What reason would it have? And why would it just flip so easily? Look at the previous days. We haven't had one big bearish day yet, and now we're trading higher. So it's just in our best interest to continue with this trend on higher. Like I said, look at the daily time frame. All these things are matching up. Specifically, look at this high of this last candle, where price could likely have that retracement, fill it in to go higher. That still happens to be at the previous day's high at the 30.20%. And if you go say the 30-minute or the hour, now you have this 1 hour order block right here. So there's a lot of reason to believe that this specific area could potentially have a lot of reason for price to push lower, not trade all the way low, and then continue to bounce without tapping all the way into this area. Because like I said, the likelihood of price trading below the 12 a.m. open and giving us the highest probability entry is not going to be ideal. That's just what it is, right? Because it's so far low, you got to keep that into consideration when you're looking for trade ideas. You're not always going to get a high probability trade, and you're either going to have to stick to your discipline, or you're either going to have to just not trade. It's as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? But then if you're looking to take these trades, you got to be willing to be, okay, it's not ideally what I was looking for, but I'm willing to put the risk on this trade because I see specific things still happening. You know what I mean? It's all about personality, not personality. Everyone's personal, like, risk management. And I actually have a few things. You all hear me? Miguel, Divi, you guys hear me too? Oh, Bullock, are you here too? Good morning, bro. Oh, that's what I like to hear. That's why I like. It's not raining no more. We all good now. But yeah, one thing I want you all to do, since it's Friday also, by the end of the day, I want you all to send me a, matter of fact, let me ask you all. Do you all have a written down trade plan? If I were to ask you guys to recite me a trade plan, could you be able to do it word for word because you have it written down? Martin, you do? What about you, Miguel? Okay. Bet. Divian? Okay. Bulacan? How about you? Okay, bet. So what I want you all to do, since it's Friday, by at least Monday, I just want you all to just send me the trade plan, because then I can actually hold you guys accountable. Because if I know what you guys are specifically looking for, I can tell you if you're doing this, if you're trading too much, if you're trading too much risk. But you got it. Like, the trade plan needs to be in depth. If you guys don't know what you need, I'll write it in here just so you, like, if just as long as you have these main things, you'll be good. How much you're risking, the percent risk per trade, how much you're risking. Your max daily stop loss, meaning how much money are you willing to risk in a day before you stop trading. Time zone, or let me say time you're trading. So what session, what time you're trading from. Setups, what setups are you looking for? Confirmations for those setups. Damn, my typing is kind of ass. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, but that's why I'm gonna have to read it. So the percent per trade, max daily stop loss, the time you're trading, the setups that you look for, the confirmations for each of those setups. What else? Where's my trade plan? Cause I have a whole bunch of stuff written down, but everyone's different. Like you guys said, you already started your own. But I'm just trying to find the main things. This time, session. That goes with confirmations, in my opinion. Because you can have different confirmations for exits, different confirmations for potential longs. You know what I'm saying? You can get real in depth. You can get real in depth in each of these. Like there's times you're trading, the setups, so you can get real in depth. I'm just trying to. Where's my trade plan? Okay, yeah, you just, when do you break even? When to take profit? When to cut trades short? Because what you want to do is you want to have everything already planned out. You don't want to have like, oh, what should I do here? You should be like, okay, I'm in this situation. If this happens, I gotta do this. If this happens, I gotta do this. If this happens, I gotta do this. You get what I'm saying? When to cut your trade. So when to take profit, when to break even, when to cut your trade. What else should you have? There's a whole bunch of stuff that people don't even realize until it's too late. That's why you gotta have it written down. I have so many different trade plans. That's the only thing. I've gone through like 80 in my whole time of trading because you're always trading, changing what you do. Your average risk to reward. So, for example, 1 to 2 or a 1 to 3. What are you going to be going for? Are you going for 1 to 1s? Are you a scalper? Are you going for only 1 to 2s? Only 1 to 3s? Average stop loss. But this is points wise or pip wise. So in pips, your average stop loss in pips. So you always want to know that if a stop loss is this wide, but now you can see prices slowly falling too, by the way. But you always want to know, okay, this is a 70 pip stop. If that's, say your average stop loss is 35 to 40, you might not even want to take that trade because it's not part of your plan. And how, the last one, how, right here, how many trades per day. And the rest, you my guys might have other stuff that, like I said, for your plan, but at least gotta have at least all these things. So I'll keep it over here. So by the time everything's all done, you guys will at least have it all written down. But let's get to the 5-minute time frame, and I'm gonna be looking to potentially catch this short retracement. So what can I do? I can look for a possible retracement higher into a potential area where price could likely have a retracement to. Look for order blocks on lower time frame. We got this, we got this. Got this level right here. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be looking for a potential retracement a little bit higher so that I can get into this trade short to look to take profit along the way, because this is around 80 pips. So if I can get around a 30 to 40 pip stop loss, that could be a 1 to 2 right here before price even gets to anywhere else. Because in my opinion, I think today's going to be a very trending day just based off how the market's looking. I think price is going to fall to continue higher. I don't think it will come all the way lower. But if it does and we are able to catch that short, we'll be in good position. For now, we're just waiting for possible retracement to take price shorter. And if I do get in around here, that's about a 30 pip stop loss. And if I get in around 50% of this, it's about a 35, 40 pip stop loss. But if you guys all notice, as long as you have a plan, your trading is going to be so much easier. So much easier. And I'm going to keep on stressing that until every one of you are like, damn, I'm going to keep on saying it until you guys are the ones saying it. You're like, yeah, he's right. You guys are going to be telling people. Process, have a system, follow the system. Because it makes everything so much easier. You're not always going to remember everything that you need to know. Because you learn so much that you're not going to remember every single thing. That's why we write sticky notes. That's why we write them in our books, because we physically can't remember everything. And that's just what it comes down to. So if you at least write down the most important things that you should always pay attention to, then it's going to keep you focused on the things that you should be focusing on. And all the stuff that doesn't really matter, it won't matter at that point. Because all the things that do matter, you have written down. So that's really it. Right now, we're just waiting for a possible retracement to potentially go short on US 30. Let's see what happens. Looking on the lower time frame, we could just get a retracement right to here. If that does happen, will I be willing to take this short here? I think I am. What about a 30 pip stop loss? 35. Because even at that, if I get in here, okay, price is retracing. I'm going to be getting in with about a 35 pip stop loss. Oh, we're starting to reject. Alright, I'm getting in short. And mind you guys, yeah, about 35. 35. But keep in mind, guys, December, keep your risk small. Don't risk anything too much. Like, even if you're on demo account, practice the same thing, because the same thing that you're going to be doing on demo is the same thing you got to do live. You got to treat the demo as a live account, because it's essentially the same thing, in my opinion. Just the emotions aren't technically really there. Let's see. Now we just wait and see what happens. We have our stop loss. We have everything in place. Now the hard part's done, and we wait. We know where we want to take profit. We know where we want to see price go. Now we just let it do its thing. 967. 967. 997. All right, but now we just wait and see. But you guys have any questions so far? Any of the things that I've said so far? Now we wait. That's really it. Now we let the market show us what it wants to do. Could come a little bit higher, but we have our stop loss in place for a reason. Now we see. We know what we want to expect. We have 15 minutes until 9:30. So let's see what happens. Let's see if we can have a good day. I'm trying to took a few losses in the beginning of the week. I made a few yesterday. I had a great trade yesterday. Sadly, I didn't go live, which fucking sucks. So one day I didn't go live is one day I had a good trade. Ain't that some shit? But if you were paying attention to the daily range, or just paying attention to the chat at all, that trade yesterday was clean. Even though I didn't hold it to its full potential, it was a clean ass trade. Nonetheless. Yeah, let's go for a 1 to 2. That's what we going for. Going for a 1 to 2s today. 1 to 3 if we get lucky. Well, you all have a journal too, right? You all have a journal to journal your notes. Bet. Oh yeah, that's what I like to hear. Notion, it makes everything so much simpler. And even you don't even gotta just use it for a trade plan. I have so much stuff on here on Notion. I have my weekly trades, so how many pips I call each day, going each week. Daily ranges. So if you notice, I always send the daily range, because I have charts literally marked up and analyzed of every single day and what is done every day since September 13th. Every single day. And it's all written down. I had the setup that happened that day in the ideal trade. And all it does is I can look back and be like, okay, what setup happens the most? What setup happens at this time the most? When does this happen the most? What is likely to happen if this happens? Because I can go back and I have multiple charts and I have multiple different examples of it all happening. Make sense? It's all about consistency. Like, the thing is, you're not going to change in one day, and I'm not going to be the one to help you guys change, but I can give you guys information that you see your advantage to then take advantage of. Because at the end of the day, nobody's going to be able to help you in your trading career. No one's going to be able to get you to become consistently profitable. It's all up to you. I can give you everything I know, but if you don't apply it, or if you don't have the right psychological discipline, it's not going to matter. You know what I mean? And that kind of sucks, but it makes it so everyone has to focus on the same things. A lot, like mindset, psychological. Damn, I can't talk. Yeah, Jesus, I can't fucking talk. I hate that word. Swear to God. Notion. I think, is it IO? It's not IO, yeah. And you can have a whole bunch of stuff. I have a video, if you go to the pinned messages, Miguel, on the private circle chat, the inner circle, if you scroll up one, it's like setting up a journal. I have a video on it that you can watch. Of course, I got y'all with the vids. That's why I have the YouTube. I can easily just make like videos I want you guys to follow up on. Makes it way easier, so I can get it to everyone at once. Yeah, price is rejecting now, but we're gonna see what happens. Only time will tell. But we'll see. Right now, I'm up about 7 pips. We'll see. Only time will tell, man. We gonna let it happen. I ain't looking to take any unnecessary trades. That's why we got on late, because what's the likelihood of price flying all the way up, stopping us out, and then dropping lower? It could happen. I don't put that past. Like I know this shit can be very stressful. But we gonna see. So how was y'all week? How was y'all trading week? On what you asserting? Nah, that's cool, bro. It wasn't even like it was hard to catch. Like I almost got slapped out by a few pips, but even then it was so choppy that by the time it moved, I didn't even hold it for its full potential. It started moving later in the day, like around 10 o'clock, 10:30. That's when price really started to move. Like the price moved about maybe 150 pips total, but I was only able to catch like 56 because it was just so choppy, and I didn't even think I was gonna get 56. So that's why I was just like I took it. Like it was the type of day where I just went and took a shower while I was in the trade because it was just not moving. And I was just like, if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. I came back, I was up 56 pips. I was like, all right, take that shit. And I just left. And then it just started flying. It is what it is. I should have left a little runner, but you live and learn. Now I know for today. Let's see. Price is doing it slowly, rejecting 38%. It's just waiting right now. Slowly but surely. Come on, break these lows. Break these lows. If we can break these lows, we are out of here. Once we break these lows, should see pushes in price. Just gotta grab that liquidity first. Liquidity is everything. Liquidity is everything. But now I have a question for y'all. From your experience, do you think you have better success in shorting the market or going long? In your experience. It's something to think about. Trust me, because when I be going short, I be getting clapped up. No cap. I be getting clapped up bad. And if I lose this trade today, it's just another statistic. You said what? Mm-hmm. Not even that. It's just sometimes psychological. Sometimes you just like not be good at buying. That's why there's a lot of short sellers and then long bias traders. Like that's why for a minute I was trying to be a long bias trader because I was like, damn, I'm really getting clapped up selling. But there's certain opportunities where I know me personally, this is something I gotta work on. If I do become a long bias trader, I gotta be able to be content with the fact that I'm not gonna be able to trade multiple days out of the week. That's the main thing, because I'm coming from someone that trades every single day, every day. I might not trade every day, but I'm on the charts every day. I don't know if I can imagine being in a short market and I can't trade for a week or 2 weeks. I don't think I would be able to do it discipline wise. So it's like, why put myself through it if I know for a fact I'd rather day trade and take more than one opportunity, long and short. And then that's when I started getting more into my setup, looking for certain setups, having high probability setups. You know what I'm saying? It's all about having a system. Everyone's system is different, but the system is created to help you and benefit you. Yeah, we're slowly but surely moving. We got 8 minutes for 9:30. Something we could possibly expect is probably get up another push up before coming lower. Just from the way prices starting to react right now. Something that we'll likely see. But we'll see. Only time will tell. It's about being patient, letting the trade work out. Ugh. Look at it. 1 minute. 1 minute switching. See if I pull it from this high where it's price at. Rejected to 38.20%. Yeah, it's probably gonna come up in the higher drawdown right now. Come for that higher fib projection before falling. Just keep in mind it's on the 1 minute. You got this. Is it last up candle for down move here? Right here, just last 5 minute order block. It's likely gonna get tapped into for a second time, more than likely. Yeah, it's pushing in. Yeah, it could possibly happen. I'm expecting, like I've told you before, like Martin, when we first started, that 38.20% is not always a long-term rejection. So most, it'll come down and then go back up. Nah, not even. I say the majority of the best 62 to 70.50, 79. It does happen a lot, but that's just personally with US 30 because of how volatile it is, you know. But on most pairs, 70.5 to 62%. That's really the bread and butter right there. The 79 is like a last case scenario. Now we're getting that volume from this area again. Let's see if we can get a push down. Yes, that volume being closed above. That's a good sign. Like I said, 9:30, anything could happen still. So we'll keep that in mind. But once we get that 1-to-1, we breaking even. Once we break even, we going for that 1-for-2, 1-to-2, man. Then we're gonna take some profit. And then whatever happens from there doesn't really matter to me, you know? Once we get that TP2, I'm in there. I'm out of there, I mean. Not in there. Out of there. Alright, getting that retracement. Let's see what happens. Anything can happen from here. Price can come stop us out, or it can keep going our way. Damn. Just like that, I got stopped out. I'm telling you, bro. It's horrible. And look, price probably gonna keep on dropping afterwards. Part of me wants to get back in up here, but at the same time, I don't even know if I want to. I really don't. And now it's pushing. Let's see. Let me pull this fib real quick. All right, I'm going short in there. Just at the fact that it's at that 62% right there, too. Same stop loss. Whatever happens, happens. Now we wait. Yeah, so I pulled that fib at last second. I had a feeling. No cap. Hold on. Make sure you have your stop loss too, since you just got into it. Just make sure it's all set. Because you never know. It's about to be at TP1 again now. Where'd I get in? I got right back in at the 62%. As soon as I seen that this order block was right to 62%, I was like, yeah, I have to. Alright, come on, TP2. Come on, TP2's at the same area. Oh yeah, we dropping now. We drop breaking even again. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Take profit. Take something off, because this is too fast. I just got 2% in. Be fast with it, trust me, because we hit that TP. Look at how the price is gonna react. Don't want to be in it. You gotta be fast with you, sir. This is like a moving train. Oh God, you gotta be ready. You can't. Once that moving train comes, you gotta get out the fucking way, and you just gotta save yourself. But leave a runner too, just to leave it, keep on capitalizing on that position. Because it was the 62% is right at the order block. I was like, okay. Retracement 930, same stop loss. I'll take that trade. That's exactly what went through my mind, because it's the same setup. That's all it was. It wasn't anything different. Same setup. We just had a deeper retracement. But you know what happened? Our stop losses saved us, because that's how price could have easily came and stopped us out. Price easily could have just kept on melting. You know what I mean? And now look at how price is moving. This is why I'm telling you, take profit. Take profit. If you learned anything today, take profit when your CPs get hit. Take profit. Because shit, like, if I could tell you guys how mad I've been the past like 3 days, the fact that I hit TP2 twice, and then in a matter of seconds, reverse and stop me out. That's just bad vibes. Bad vibes. But we made it back today, just like that. Just like that. Simple trade. That's all we needed. And look where price came to. The 1 hour order block, the previous day's high. And now look where it's probably going to keep on going. Probably going to keep going higher. But we'll see. I have a runner in. So if price does keep going lower, I can capitalize on it. But in my opinion, I don't think it will. Just from the fact that look how price is reacting after tapping into this level. Mind you, this is to the pip. To the pips. Tapped right into it. Start to go higher. See what I mean? It's all a learning experience. Even though we took a good trade, it's a learning experience at the end of the day. We learned that on trending days, when price, when the previous day's high is also in confluence with, say, an order block on a bearish day, this is something that could potentially happen often. So this is something we would like to see. And yeah, we're dropping right now. I'm up about 68, 62 pips. So we'll see what happens. Let's see if we can get that last TP. My last TP is at 35,884. If we can get that hit, then I'm probably just going to end it off here, and we'll be back tomorrow. But like I said, guys, by the end of the weekend, make sure you all have a detailed trade plan. I want to see all of your trade plans, because I need to be able to hold you guys accountable. I need to know what you guys are looking for personally, because like I said, everyone's different. We all have different size trading accounts. So some things that I may do might not apply to you, but I need to be able to know that. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be like, oh, risk 1% when say you have $1,000 account where you have to risk 3 to 5%, or say I have to say, oh, we're gonna be taking this next trade, but if I know that you only take 1 to 2 trades per day, I'm not gonna say that to someone that's already taking those 2 trades. These are all things I need to know because I don't want to influence you guys in any bad way also, because I might have a good influence, but I could also have a negative influence if I don't do the things correctly. So you know what I mean? Just gotta be cautious. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Honestly, that's at this point is one of my rules personally, because what I've noticed is more or less, say you're bearish bias, you want to be selling above. If you're bullish bias, you want to be buying below. But the thing is, if you play that with the setup, so looking for a New York reversal or looking for a London continuation, you can easily map out what you likely want to see happen. So even though right here, say for example, we are above this 12 a.m. open, we are mapping out a possible New York reversal, but we are keeping in mind that just like this, it could be a London continuation, come down and keep on going. But in the moment, we were anticipating something different. So it doesn't always happen, and it doesn't always what you want to see happen. Like you see, price came to exactly where I was looking to take profit, and it's just because I noticed this is an area where price could likely have a continuation of, just like we see now. But honestly, that is one thing I do. If I'm looking to buy, I'm never going to be buying above unless it's a situation like this where I'll be doing it. But then, like I said, why would I wait to buy when if I'm expecting price to come down here, I could try to short expecting it could possibly be a New York reversal also. You know what I mean? This is taking the high road, being like, oh, if I do this, the probability of me having a winning trade is going to be far more likely. Because one thing that I personally used to do is I would be like, okay, I'm about to get stopped out, by the way. So I'm going to just take this off because I know the likelihood of getting stopped out is high right now. But something that I used to personally do is, say, for example, we were all the way up here in price. Now it's expecting price to come all the way down here to buy. I would have let price drop in front of me. I would literally watch it drop, say 200 pips, look to buy, and the buy doesn't work out. Then I'm sitting here like, damn, I knew it was going to fall, but I didn't know where it was going to retrace to. So then I learned, I was like, okay, if I expect price to come to a low point and I'm above 12 a.m., why would I even risk potentially waiting for price to come here to buy or waiting to come here? Because either one could have happened, right? Either one of these setups could happen. But I took the high road and I sold expecting a possible New York reversal in case price kept going lower. And then I used all these possible areas where I would look for an entry at as targets. This was my TP2. Look how price is reacting. Now I'm in and out the trade, and price might not even come down here. So say I was looking to take a trade down here, I would have never got into that trade. And it's just, that's something I've learned from experience. But everyone's different. Everyone's each their own. But that's something I do like to do. If I'm above the 12 m open, I'm ideally looking to short. If I'm below, I'm looking to buy, because that's where you're going to get the highest probability trades, in my opinion. Now, let me look at NAS real quick. I don't even want to look at it. Never mind. That's just trash. That's just trash. That's just trash. But look, just pay attention. Like, just look at how price reacted. Came to this breaker block. That was also in confluence with the previous day's high and a 1 hour order block and the 38.20%. And now look at how price is reacting to it. To the pip. To the pip. And now you really want to see to the pip? Mark up the 50% of that breaker block. Now you're really going to see when this fucking manipulation comes in. Look at the 50% of order, this breaker block. Look at where all these confirmations are. All in this, right in this middle area. Look at that. You can't tell me that's like not clean. And like I said, based off the higher time frame, price came down, tapped into it, kept on going higher. Based off the weekly, we're in this weekly area, had a little retracement. But you use all the time frames to map out a potential trade, and in this case, we did. And it was a good trade. We're in and out, and now look, price is just going to continue going on its way. Just like that, we were able to make what we expected, and now we can leave. But here, matter of fact, for everyone, since I'm about to end it, I'm going to copy all this. I'm going to put it inside of the group chat for you guys, so you don't forget. But by, like I said, by Monday, our next trading session. And matter of fact, Bullock, you here, right? You here? Are you good? But Sunday we gonna have that one-on-one, and I'm gonna have a one-on-one with Bolokan on Sunday. So next week I'm gonna have that video for you guys also, that you guys also all use. But yeah, right now, yeah, like you said, Perfume Lady price is probably gonna reach for 36,000 right now. Just continue bullish. Like I said, just look at it on a daily. No reason why price isn't gonna be bullish, but we were able to catch that short. Not many people are gonna say they were able to catch this whole short down. We will, cause we different breeds, but that's not the point though. But yeah, fuck the trade. The trade don't matter as long as you learn the setup and now you have an idea what could potentially happen in the future. That's all that happens. Because it's like there's something good about being able to visualize what could potentially happen, and then it happens to the pip like this. It's just perfect. You know what I mean? It just gives you more confidence to take advantage and take trades like this in the future. That's really what it comes down to. Yeah, that was a great trade. I'm gonna check the how much did I capitalize on this. I got about 66 pips total out of that trade, so that was a little bit more than TP2. So that's fine by me. Fine by me. But yeah, I'm gonna end it off here. Like I said, make sure you get that journal. I'm gonna be coming for y'all asses on Monday. Oh God, I'm gonna be like, y'all do the homework over the weekend. Okay, bro, you're amazing. I appreciate it, G-Day. But yeah, we had a nice little trade, 80 pips. Minimal drawdown. Now I think about it, I don't even think we had drawdown, to be honest. I ain't really paid attention. You said what? Shit. Anything could be an edge personally. Like even my edge, I would say my edge honestly now is probably buying below and selling above to 12 M open. That's honestly my edge because that gives me a great opportunity. And mind you, if I'm buying below and then I have all the confirmations also, this is giving me a level of confidence where I'm like, okay, if this doesn't work, then I know likelihood I'm gonna be completely wrong, and at least price is gonna go the opposite way, and I won't have an opportunity to get in again. But even say meditation could be an edge. Even say you're a really disciplined person, that could also be an edge. And edge could be a lot of things. It just all depends on a person. Your whole trade plan could be your edge. The whole entire trade plan could be your edge. Just the fact that you are following a system is your edge. Everything's different, personally. Every little thing's your edge. Each confirmation is a small percentage of your edge. You know what I mean? But it just depends on what you want to use at that point. What you're more comfortable with using. What you find most effective. What gravitates with you. What matches your personality. What you like doing. What makes you happy. What you don't like find. What you don't get bored doing. What you get excited doing. It's like a whole bunch of little things that you always got to keep in mind. Like I asked you guys earlier, like simple questions like, do you think that you have a higher chance of winning a trade and if you buy or sell? That's something you can keep in mind because trust me, if you have a journal for months at a time and you go back and like, damn, I've lost 90% of every trade I try to sell. And then you take that out, you're like, okay, I have around a 60-70% chance buying. I have like a 90% of losing the trade if I sell. So what if I just start to only take long setups? Then your win rate is going to go up exponentially. You're going to be able to back test it and be like, okay, I'm only looking for longs. And then it gets good because you're only looking for specific setups. You're only looking for, say you'll only be looking for New York reversal bullish or London continuation bullish. You're not even looking for bearish setups anymore. You're only looking for the bullish version such as this, a London continuation. And honestly, another thing you could have did is if you just pull your fib from this low, create it during the London session right here. You could have got these fib levels also. This is a lot of confirmation in this level, as you guys can see. The higher, more confluence, the more likely price is going to react. That's just really what it comes down to. Like, I don't have a strategy. I just trade the highest probability setups, in my opinion. And that's just what my confirmations intend. But yeah, like, good day. But we going to head out. Make sure you all journal your trades. we going to be back Monday. Make sure you get that trade plan. And we're going to be back. We had a good day. I got about 66 pips. We on to the next. Everyone have a good day. Stay productive. And I'll see you guys. I'll probably talk to you guys tomorrow. I'll have stuff for the group chat and everything, but we'll probably be on the Zoom again on Monday. Quick day, but this is why I got on at 9 o'clock. There was no reason for us to be looking for trades before that. We got what we needed, in and out. Now we on with our day. So hopefully everyone was able to find this helpful, and I'll talk to you guys later. Our Bolokan, you be safe. Miguel, you be safe too. Divi, Martin, I'll talk to you guys later. But yeah, hopefully everyone on YouTube. I know I kind of fucked up in the beginning for you guys with the screen, but I made it back to giving you guys a good live trade. So if you were able to benefit from this, if you learned anything, just make sure you like, comment, subscribe. That's all I ask for. I don't need no money. As long as you subscribe and you show me that I'm doing something good, that's all that matters. So hopefully you all were able to enjoy this, and I will see you guys tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, Monday. But yeah, make sure you be motivated by the fear of being average, and I will see you guys later.